stick with Luminosity was my prediction, but it wouldn't surprise me if Astralis can get a run of momentum going.
Sitting on that fence.
Just covering all the bases.
Why not? Sticking with Luminosity, I just hope they learn from the game against G2 and they don't get overzealous on their T side with force buys and then maybe slow it down a little bit.
There's no doubt neither team can perform poor. And I wonder what the score will be. In fact, it's also an app, and you can check it out on your phone. What it enables you to do is, I mean, it's got everything. It's got your scores, it's got your stats, and you can actually go on the move. I mean, you can't be sitting at your PC all day, and it enables you to go ahead and keep up to date with all the CSGO and esports news as well, of course, for League of Legends and Dota if you're a multi-gaming man. So you can check that out, and we're about to begin the big one. It is just one map to determine which of Astralis and Luminosity will be going home with their tail between their legs and the word grouped tattooed on their back. Let's see.
You win the round. It's actually 5 sets of armor for Luminosity here on the T side of Train. Interesting approach. You normally have at least one smoke or a Molotov just to have that post-plant situation potential, but here we go then. Default, waiting for any CT aggression. It's just going to be one, like we said, towards inside for now. It's going to be Zipex, and he's got backup from Connector in the form of Device. So
this is so weird. There's no utility on the T side. What kind of a pistol round do you run here?
You just go lower ramp and just
it's
go
got to be in there.
That's all you really can do.
Because if you look at the positions of Fallen and FNX as well, they're playing so far back just watching for a push. I mean, this makes me think that they are eventually... I mean, maybe now everyone's falling back to group up. I mean, this is going to be so weird.
I have no idea what the approach is here. I couldn't even tell you. Normally I can read these quite well.
Yeah, but with no utility, because you don't know where the utility is positioned either, it usually tells you a bunch.
Well,
but
I showed them shoot out the windows above Pop Dog. That normally baits out. Well, we're about to use some smokes here. I think they've done that, and they're watching towards Ivy to see if a CT faces, and maybe they can get a read from that. But still have plenty of time. You only need about, what, 15 seconds on the clock to commit towards inside to get the bomb down. So...
But here's the issue. They're playing right into the hands of the counter terrorists on a pistol round where you want to use that range of these, and there's no smokes to block them off, so they are essentially just going to run the gauntlet.
Okay, well, they're actually going to go towards outside here. So headshot comes in. It's going to be Taco going down very low indeed, and it's actually, look at this. This is easy for the CT so far. It's going to have to take a miracle now. Well, there it is. The first shot comes in from an FNX. The bomb will be planted eventually, and actually gets a double kill here. Agent B keeping the dream alive, though. 3-on-3. Bomb does go down. This becomes very interesting now, as there's just an exchange of frags all over the place. Cold Terror and FNX to hold up. This is still a very difficult retake for the CTs. Once the bomb's planted, the terrorists have adjusted themselves. It's almost impossible to find these kills unless they give one away like that. Zipex gets the kill, and there it is. So, like I said, it was a very weird round in whole from the terrorists, but they do get the bomb down, and it was a convincing case for them to actually win the round. Consider it was a 2-on-2, and the CT's in a difficult position, but they found the kills all over the place.
I mean, did you ever watch American Gladiator? I mean, I realize the
Yeah, we had our own version in UK. It wasn't called UK Gladiators, it was just called Gladiators.
There's like the Eliminator at the end where they have the tennis balls on the perch.
That's
with
right,
the cannon. That's what I feel like Luminosity just did. They just played the Eliminator strategy.
It's weird though, right? Because like you said, like the CTs have such an advantage in terms of the long-range PT-1000s, USPs, and you don't really have much to work with. That's where you always have the one smoke and the Molotov, just so you can get down the lower round to take away 1 point of contention there. But it's going to be Astralis picking it up. We don't have the force buy, of course, from Luminosity. They can buy up in the third and just get some PT-50s in the Desert Eagle and FNX. He got a couple of kills, so he can justify that. Second round, though, we can see 3 UMPs. We were discussing this weapon earlier. It can be very viable today, considering you can take it into gun rounds and can be very effective with the running gun and armor penetration as well.
Yeah, especially that armor penetration is huge. Normally on the second rounds where you see armor buys with upgraded pistols, so the UMP helping out a lot there as well. But once again, no utility on the Luminosity side. They have no nades, so essentially, I mean, they basically have to rely on FNX to get a shot with this deagle, and you can see he's the first one making contact. He loses that. So now the question becomes, what do they do from here? Fallen picks up the deagle in his, so maybe it's his turn to go for a pick. But Kerrigan, okay, so Kerrigan is going to be in this position a lot in this half. This is like his home on train, getting aggressive behind this blue train and just kind of working this. And he works it very, very well. Difficult to flush out. Fallen spots him, though, and he's going to fall back out of the open. So really making Kerrigan commit to a fight, which gets him a kill. So now all of a sudden there's a little bit of room to work with, but they've been softened up incredibly much.
Yeah, absolutely, it's going to be a 4-on-4 now. 30 seconds remaining, though, so a lot of work here to do for the terrorists. It's going to be forward with the bomb. The device is holding so strong here on the side. It's aggressive. But this could be interesting, though. Taka comes in the side. That was his opportunity. Misses out. And it's going to go around slipping away from him at this point. Just, oh, okay, does some decent damage there. Gets a kill on towards Dupree, but still, I don't really see him doing much with this. But it's falling with that UMP. Oh, my God. The CTs look a little bit...
yeah, they do look a little disorganized. Yeah, like there's maybe a miscommunication, a lack of communication going on at this outer train yard. It's actually given Luminosity a lot of opportunities to find some kills. So we're seeing a pause out of Astralis, which makes me think it's going to be technical. So
it will be. You can't.
Yeah, there's no tactical this early, but maybe it has something to do with maybe something was going wrong with their.
I think maybe TeamSpeak or something. Yeah. Mic problem.
Mic problem. Okay, so it all makes sense now.
So that's why they looked a little bit discombobulated. On the side, they're kind of all looking around, like I said, like excited just because they're all facing and not really working together. And yeah, that may have cost them a couple of frags, but ultimately win the round. But the problem is, Luminosity now, after getting a couple of kills there, they do go into AK-47s on the third. And then I got the plant down there, that would have boosted them tremendously. But it's just going to be 3 AKs right now. Fallen, oh, look at his cash. He's got 2,800, so he'd probably be on...
He bought the Scout already. He had 4,500. He could have gone for an AK.
Of course. So he gets the Scout. We discussed it already tonight, especially on train. He's a beast with the Scout on train. His
movement at the end of these trains to get back into cover and really be able to isolate his opponents is impressive.
Utilizing the ladders as well. It's crazy to watch him on this one. I'm sure we'll see something impressive come out of this round. But it is 2-0 in favour of the Danes. And it's like a set piece straight away from Luminosity here. Going to be throwing smokes out. And it's probably going to, I'm going to say, maybe it's a fake here, but considering the bomb's position. But it's actually going to be towards Pop Dog for now. So going to be committing towards outside. He'll be making his way out with a flashbang. First frag will be very important. Let's look at that thick smoke on the side. Nothing.
No one's even out-minted. He's the only one out-minted.
What can you even do about that?
That's incredible that Luminosity gets that plant for free, and Kerrigan thinks there's someone behind him. He gets annihilated. There's Device with the response. Trades come out. Luminosity still on top. 4-on-3, and Fur's going to go hunting. Is he going to be ready for Dupree? He's not. Down to a 3-on-3. Even Cajun chiming in. So the plant itself was beautiful, but now a Scout and an AK. Cold and Fallen have to hold this off, and Fallen is already down and out.
I always talk about this bomb site being very difficult to retake, but here we go then. 2 versus 1. Diffuse coming in. This could be a blunder. They haven't got a kit, so you need to be very careful. There it is. Oh, have they got this? Yeah, they've got a kill on the AGB. It's fine. Like I said, this bomb site, if you get the bomb down like that, uncontested, it should be almost a guaranteed situation. The fact you've got so many little crevices and angles you can take and crossfires you can set up, and it's a CT so out of position there. I'm not really sure how they were granted so many kills. You saw the aggression coming in from Luminosity, actually giving a couple of kills away.
I think it's because one Molotov confined him into that T-choke for so long that when the bomb did get planted, they all had to like stream out of that one spot to get post-plant. They weren't already spread out. They were trying to like regain positioning and control of certain choke points and areas, and Astralis was able to capitalize on that movement. So a little bit sketchy for them, but they maintain. There's the Scout, misses that first shot. But he's still going to play around with this for sure. Device has the AWP out already on this 4th round.
3-0, and this is where Device really can get rolling. Let's see what he can do with the AWP here. He'll be towards the connector area right now, looking for the first pick, and Fallen will be challenging momentarily. You feel like it's coming. It's actually Tacker at the first kill. He takes on Dupree towards Ivy. This could get interesting. Here towards the backtrack. It's a push through the smoke. Aggressive from FNX. Takes down Carrigan as well, but there's a recovery. Cajun being so strong in these positions. Does take down 2. Looking for his 3rd.
Yeah, they're just falling on top of the ladder, so why not take that shot, see what you can get from it. Cajun, he's got a couple different battles. Range, medium range, the scout shooting at him as well, so he's feeling very uncomfortable. He's been brought down to 22. It's going to be Fur who's aggressive. And here's the nightmare. Luminosity, I just noticed, dropped the bomb all the way back towards T-Choke. So while they have control of the site and they had good positioning, they can't plant it. So now they've at least got to try and chase down some kills. Maybe they can get 1 or 2. There's a good find.
That works.
And now maybe the bomb being dropped so far away can get recovered, but Device is here to stop it.
Well, Fallen now does have that scout in hand. It'd be 1 bullet on both players to actually win this. It's also almost like a mobile AWP at this stage. And we'll see what he can do with this. 30 seconds remains. I think he's just realised he hasn't really got time to go back and get the bomb, so he's looking for frags here. CTs don't know he doesn't have the bomb, so still does have potential to do something with this. We can see Device towards his backtracks, just being very defensive. Doesn't want to give too much away here, and now it's going to be Cajun B pushing inside. They're trying to pencil him, get the drop, and they can probably listen up for footsteps as time ticks away. Fallen does recover the bomb, and we're making his way towards outside, but the problem is he wants someone to face him. There it is, first shot comes in. Cajun B coming in towards the back now, it's perfect, and actually Fallen using his awareness does realise that's a situation. We'll get a plan here as well. This could be very interesting.
Oh, Fallen, he knows where he is as well. He heard the shot earlier, and he almost gets it. Quick flick doesn't work out, but he's down so low. Cajun trying to use the angles. 1 shot, there it is!
Kidding.
You could see it coming a mile away from Fallen. What a round.
What a beast.
It almost feels like the bomb being dropped might have been a little bit of a blessing, because when he goes back to get it, they lose track completely of where he is.
They try to adjust themselves, so the problem is with that, they're not sticking together. Had they both been in connector or something like that and actually been together, they could actually be a lot more viable. They know he's got a scout, he still has to plant, just let him plant and then just take him together at that stage. As soon as they separated, that's when it got very difficult indeed. Like I said, when they're low HP at that point, it's just a scout, it becomes an AWP. And it's a mobile AWP at that. He moves faster, he can jump. It actually is quite advantageous for him. But anyway, we go into the next round. Astralis have 4 sport, an open device, 3 pistols, and a scout on Carrigan. They're trying to reply in the same sort of fashion, but it's a double AWP setup for Luminosity. Fallen has taken some heavy damage, so something to work on for the CTs here, but let's see what Device can do. He's the only player with a real weapon now. And he'll be looking towards main entrance. Looking like an inside play, though, potentially from LG as they slowly edge players towards the halls there.
A lot riding on this round for Astralis with this investment into it. Everything they have.
Yeah, this could mean 2 for them, which it makes sense to kind of buy and take the risk here and see if they can make this all have some sort of impact. We've seen it before in this series, and why not?
Again, though, Luminosity leaning heavily on this double up setup, even on the T side. We saw it on Overpass. I mean, it worked, I guess. They did win that map.
Yep.
I don't think that particular double up was super effective, but now on the T side, I mean, this slows things down considerably.
And this is a similar execution here, the 3 smokes. The smoke gets so thick on that bomb site, it's really difficult to hold it off. And here they're coming in, and you can see it now. If you just look at that bomb site, like, what can you really do about the flashbangs to hold them off? And it might be Luminosity slowing things down here. The bomb will be making its way in, but I'm not really sure how they can stop it. That certainly helps. Carrigan gets a shot on towards Fallen. He was low HP, of course. Bomb planted, though. No kits for the CTs. This becomes almost impossible at this stage, considering the circumstance. Let's see what they can do with it.
Yeah, no rifles as well. It almost feels like they need to get a kill quickly. What they don't want to do is make Device commit with that AWP and lose it without a chance at actually winning. So it needs to be one of these pistols to get aggressive and find something.
This is how you should be playing as a terrorist. You're not facing, you're not giving anything away, making the CTs push up aggressively and run into the crossfires. This is it. They go into the blender, and it's just going to be Device now as he does go down. And you're no kit, you can't really do anything with this. Yeah,
he can't, unless he just somehow got lucky and got that kill right there. He's just going to fall away with it, see if he can pick off Taco as he retreats, and he is at least going to get that. So Astralis eliminates all 5 members of Luminosity. It's going to force a lot of rebuys to an economy that's really not that strong, so at least it's done the economic damage. The question is, with that many kills, can Astralis really afford to force buy into this next round? You almost think that would be the next logical decision because they have the money so low.
I don't think so. I don't think that's considering their money. It just wouldn't be worth it. That's how you get yourself in the economic rut.
I mean, if you lose that round, that's where your economy for the whole half is just thrown to hell.
You'll never get back into the game. So I think they have to take this one on the chin. Although it's quite tempting, like you said, this would be still up against. There are still 4 rifles and an AWP. It's not like they've really broken them and gone down to SMGs. It's the situation where they would be almost throwing the game. Device still can have some impact here. If he can find the first pick and reposition himself and just be a little bit more dynamic, that could be viable. It's looking like they're going for that inside pick. CT2 spot them, but actually really committing to this. Going to be hunting that first player. I like this from Taco. Very aggressive and getting control of the inside side as well. Just Zipex with the USP. He's surely going to drop. There it is. FNX takes him down, and now it's a 5-on-3. Device needs to decide where he goes with this one. I think he can justify coming in for the first couple of picks. Does spot one and hits the shot as well. So he takes down Taco. Oh, okay. That almost hit. I thought it did. As now he will be retreating, and then dupreeh picked up an AK as well. Will he be trying to do the same?
I think he should. I think he needs to actually bail out and go with Device and just kind of babysit him, yeah. Although Device is going to get a pick at long range. Cold trying to kind of cut off that retreat. And the rest of Luminosity, I mean, it looks like one's going to chase. Fur's going to be the last one chasing, but with their money so low, they can't really afford to throw this many aways, despite a win here. I mean, you can't keep rebuying like this. Astralis still has you 1 loss away from a save round.
Let's see what they can do here. dupreeh and Device with these upgraded weapons. Be great if they can take them to the next. Definitely will help boost the bank accounts across the board. It looks like they will save here. We have got the player in the form of Fur hunting them. Here's where they might be towards that city spawn area, but it's going to be 3-3 here. Luminosity, after going 3-0 down, have made a very convincing case of himself in the gun rounds. And once again, Astralis will be forcing into this, but it's much more healthy this time with those saved weapons. It means they can get kits, they can get incendiary smokes, and it's looking pretty good for them going forward. 3-3, and it's just a single AWP setup this time for the Terror. Just to be fallen. Cold Zero back towards the AK. You feel like that's his natural habitat, although he's a very handy AWPer. I want to play like him, especially on a map like Train. You're trying to work as a unit, pushing up and towards bomb sites. You want him on the AK-47.
It looks like it's going to be that very same execute, and this time Astralis is countering it perfectly. They're getting close up. They're saying, throw your smokes. I will get in front of them, and I will destroy you.
Is that what they're saying?
That is exactly what they're saying.
Very specific. But I think you're right. This is the perfect counter to. You can't allow them to plant the bomb with no frags being exchanged. Carrigan, although he's not known to play in his position anymore, he used to be very handy here, right up in front of main, and looking to get that first frag and falling back. He has got backup as well from dupreeh. So let's see what they can do with this one. The smokes will be coming over, as you said.
They're already thrown.
Oh, really?
And they've already expired. So I'm not quite sure what Luminosity's doing with this one. Maybe they're reading it itself. Maybe this is the mind games. They think maybe they have gotten close. There's Carrigan. He misses that kill, though. That's a critical kill to lose. And Nade does decent damage, but it's going to force him back. dupreeh now, awkward angle to deal with if you're cold, and he's going to fall away. He's going to smoke off behind him. Try and get a little bit more support from his teammates. Buying time. Does look like Taco's going to come right through that and find it, the aggressiveness. Cajun responds onto it, but he's feeling very lonely in this site.
Absolutely. 3-on-3 now. It's going to be coming right down to the wire here. Nothing really separating them right now. The bomb making its way towards the side there. Occasion B staying strong, and there's a decent grenade from Device coming in as well. That should be it here. As FNX finds one, can't find the second on the site. Zipex capitalizes, rotating in from the connector area, and it's seemed like Luminosity, like he said, a weird approach there. And I guess what they're trying to do there, do all the same smokes, trying to bait out the same play, bleed out the CT's utility completely, leave them with nothing left, and then try and take advantage of the weapons in terms of the AK-47s and that one AWP. Didn't really work out that way. They got the first kill on towards Carrigan, close to main, but dupreeh stepped up, got the kill, fell back, and made them force him into the next move, I guess.
It's a really good idea. Unfortunately, there's no way for them to know that Astralis is playing so aggressive, because Astralis is just, they didn't want to use any of the nades. They had their guns out waiting for them to run into the crossfires.
That's the thing. So that's it. It's Astralis adjusting and not really falling for the bait there. And it was a really good call from Luminosity, like considering how the rounds have gone down. That should have worked, but wasn't meant to be this time. And we go into round number 8. It's going to be a force buy from Brazilians. It's going to be Device getting that first kill, but Zipex dropped towards the inside, so a potential plant situation here. They have upgraded one of the dropped weapons to an AK, so 4-on-4. That next kill coming in, make it 2 for Luminosity. Cajun and Device drop, so this is looking almost a certainty for the terrorist side here. dupreeh and Carrigan rotating in. They have got kits, but dupreeh, it's up to him. You feel like he has to make a kill here, but it's going to make it almost impossible. As his teammate drops, and he gives his position away after killing Fur as well. Just has to save here. So a disappointing round from Astralis. And that's going to be round one. Subsequent round lost, full reset at this point.
What a convincing attack from Luminosity. One pop flash to force back anyone who's just peeking up from the top of the ramp, and they don't slow down whatsoever.
This is how they're winning rounds and overpasses as well. If you remember, just going towards B, one flashbang over, and just making sure they're just swarming them with the aggressive firepower. This is the thing. You say this, so you could watch these demos back as like an upcoming CS team and say, oh, why don't we try this approach? The thing is, these guys are so sick of this game, and they can actually rely on these very basic fundamentals. That's why teams like Fnatic and these guys can actually rely on very, very basic CS, because they're so good at just working as a unit. They know they don't have to communicate too much to actually just have that amazing CS player, like kind of game sense to know where they should be looking, how they should be backing up their teammates, refragging effectively, and it's hitting their shots. They've got godlike aim at this stage, right? So those surprise contact plays in towards these bomb sites can be very effective indeed.
Well, and they know exactly what they're all doing. It's the first two Tech 9s that come through, push down the lanes, recover the weapons. Fallen sits on the ramp and just cuts off rotations. It's really, really well designed from Luminosity.
The thing is with that, as soon as you push those Tech 9s down, they can be so deadly because the smokes get deployed and they can run through, surprise them with little pop flashes and stuff like that. Tech 9, a very deadly weapon up close and personal. So the CT find a very hard time rotating at that point.
The awkward thing was you saw Device there. He pushes up behind that first train, and normally there's a smoke down at lower ramp, so you have a little bit of cover to work with. Well, this time Luminosity didn't throw that smoke whatsoever. They just bum rushed through. So Device was caught out in the open. There's a good trade. Taco falls. There's an AK-47 salvage. 2 on the board. But Dupree's got to come up with something soon. He's got to get into the action. He has the armor.
Well, we can see what they can do here. It's Dupree with that AK-47, as you said, but that double up setup coming out once again for Luminosity. Back at it again. And we'll see whether they can make this work. Going to have plenty of time to work with. 1 minute on the board. And it's FNX and Fur with the AKs backing them up. No one really committed to any sort of situation here. The bomb is going to be in the hands of Fallen, the AWP player, of course, as he makes his way towards inside by the looks of things. He's looking towards Pop Dog, but not meant to be. But surely, considering they have a smoke, make it 2 and a Molotov as well. It's just a case of getting the bomb down here. If the CTs can somehow make this work, I'll be very impressed. But they have got all three players waiting for them here on the other side.
Yeah, I don't think Luminosity is going to fall for this, though. Yep, they're just chucking them out, and they're going to rotate back. So they want to peel someone away, and also FNX over towards Ivy. He's going to start lurking up, and Fur already has the intel that this outer bomb site is pretty much clear. He hasn't spotted yet. No one's shot at him. So on the rotate back, they'll be able to catch, unless Astralis wants to save these AK-47s once again into the next round.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's probably the best protocol here, as the bomb does get planted with 10 seconds to spare. Occasion and Dupree, especially Dupree with the armor as well and the fuse kit, I think that's going to be very valuable. But they are going to be seeing if there's any free kills. If someone does decide to give them an inch, they will take a mile. So let's see what they can do with this. Occasion just fading out of the round now. Realizes there's nothing really to gather. As the double orbs will be saved by Luminosity, so they take the lead here.
Yeah, good response. This all started with a 1-on-2 victory of Fallen with a scout and then like 20 HP.
Yep.
A brilliant clutch, and it's put him on the board in a big, big way. 5-4 is going to be the score moving forward into the next round.
And it's, once again, difficult situation in terms of the cash for Astralis. They only get $1,900, but they have saved these AKs. That's huge, but it doesn't look like Luminosity will be hunting. It's not like their money's really swelling right now. You can see 2 players on 3K.
They're going to buy. I mean, they're going to. They're going to drop the AKs if they need to some of the lower players, lower money players, and they're going to be into this round, but no AWP on the board. And because of the nature of this buy as well, a couple of these players are going to be running low on smokes, maybe flashbangs. So, I mean, if Luminosity's patient, which they kind of have to be because they have 2 AWPs, they can't just call some kind of fast-paced rush tactic outside. They're going to be going up against an Astralis team with plenty of opportunities to go for picks.
I had a Zeus getting shot there.
I did too.
I think it was Device who picked one up, potentially by mistake, as he gets the AWP. But here we go then, round number 10. It'll be a much slower paced game here, I think, for Luminosity with that double AWP setup. They just want to set themselves up the turrets and see if they can work a pick here before going towards Ivy. As we get into this one, Dupree is tucked in towards the end of it there. He'll be waiting for them on the other side, and this is kind of textbook from Luminosity. Just have one AWP covering you. Teammates can work their way down, smoke off towards the left-hand side and see if they can push up and trade with the frags. Coming out to Dupree, seeming to be flashed in by his teammates, but that Molotov's not going to help him out. Hands on his feet now, needs to get out of there. Does manage to do it as well, but that's his position lost.
Kerrigan using an off angle on top of the train. Everyone from LG is going to fall away. Looks like they're lining up for that very same smoke tactic that they use. The one kryptonite that you could have for this tactic is if Astralis was to push into the ladder room, the bomb is the solo player there, because he he wants the closest route to get to the bomb train to just run up and plant in the smoke, not even worry about anything.
Well, they do the same smokes once again. They will be committing towards outside, but it looks of things. Bomb, as you said, planted from the Pop Dog room, and no one's going to be able to challenge it, so it's such a problem here. But Device does find a kill on towards Fur here, so something to work with. Kerrigan aggressive, pushing in, trying to find any adjusting terrorist players there. Better find one, but coldzera fighting hard, so is FNX, and it's not going to be enough there. 3-on-2 in favor of the Danes, going to be coming in hard, as they do have control of the situation now. Just coldzera doesn't manage to view the bomb, but just trying to find frags here. They might have to fade out the round. You can see Fallen's all the way in T-spawn. I feel like they might have to give this one up.
Yeah,
there's 10-second defuse. This is kind of strange, but there it is. That's the round. Saved at this point.
So Astralis, finally, they figured that tactic out. Although, it doesn't even necessarily look like they figured it out. They just had a couple good plays, aggressive in front of the Smokes.
Yeah, aggressive play from Carrigan. Like I said, he used to play that position all the time. He kind of changed it up recently.
Well, it kind of started getting telegraphed.
That's the thing. As soon as he was so sick of that position, people were countering him specifically. But his 5-5 here, once again, we saw it as an overpass. Very back and forth game, and no one really getting the heel stuck in too much. It was Astralis with the early lead, but now it's going to be all tied up here. We have got a technical pause this time. It's not tactical.
Technical. It is technical.
What did I say? I said technical.
I just wanted to
reiterate. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, our monitor's gone down, I think. Yeah, I haven't heard much hype here. We are getting to the later section of the day. We've had a long day.
I think there's still a little bit of. I think both these teams are kind of just feeling a little bit of the nerves of potentially being knocked out in the groups.
Yeah,
I mean, Astralis
crazy,
obviously
right?
would be 2 events in a row, which would be unheard of. Luminosity would be. They win the major, they go to Malmo, knocked out in groups, win Austin against, Tier 2 competition, and then come here again and would get knocked out in groups. So both of these teams surprisingly had a tough run of things in recent tournaments.
We'll see what this round has in store for us. It's Taco. They're going up a much more aggressive approach this time. The Smokes do come out on Molotovs as well, but they're trying to find the early frag here, pushing through. This next frag's going to be huge, and there it is. Carrigan once again going massive in his position, gets the first 2 kills, takes on Taco and Fallen. 5-on-3, and he still wants more here. Zipex chiming in, and it's going to be a clean round here. Like I said, Carrigan just so good at moving these situations, seems to be able to negate all the terrorists and just take them down. Every time they're in the back, it looks like they just don't seem to be aware of his position, and that's what he was so good at before, and it seems like he's getting back into the rhythm of that position once again.
Yeah, this is that is kind of the play that he was known for on this map, and it started getting directly countered by Molotovs, by smokes in the position, by nades in the position, so he kind of had to go away from it, but you can see why. How effective he can be there.
Yeah, absolutely. Now the double orb set up for Astralis. They're getting some serious cash here. I don't think this is the force from Luminosity. Just getting a little scout out and seeing whether Portland can have that same sort of impact. 2 smokes, which to me suggests you'd go towards inside, but looking like they're going to be going for the outside split. Smoke towards potentially the left-hand side of Ivy, and then trying to smoke near the bomb as well to get a plant down. Carrigan to spot them and decides to fall back here.
Those smokes, oh my lord, Fallen 3 shots, and he misses 2 of them. That's a little bit unfortunate, but this is block Carrigan off from helping outside. Fallen still trying to make something happen, but Device has had enough. Not this round. Taco going to come towards Ivy. He walked through the smoke last time I got a kill. This time he's going to go around the back, and Carrigan's ready for it.
Yeah, he takes him down. That's the round secured at this point. The bomb is going to be in the hands of Cold Zera, but his teammates are just dropping like flies around him. And now it is the 5-on-2. FNX and Cold Zera remain. And we'll see if they can actually do anything with this one. It's going to be Cold Zera is waiting in towards the pop dog room, and he will be the last player remaining as well now. Not really going to do too much here. At E-Box, just trying to make this Tech 9 headshot land, just getting everything dropped on him. He's managed to do a little bit of damage, but that's all he'll get here. 7-5 now, 3 rounds in a row for Astralis, and yes, the Julies are out. One of your favourite weapons, so I've been told.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. He switches it out for the Tech 9 though, so that's a little bit of a bummer.
We've seen Julies being purchased a lot more than pistols recently, at least we have, casting online in the ETS stuff. We've seen a lot of Julies and smoke come out.
You've been casting mostly in NA games.
Yeah. Yeah, how do you know? Did I give it away?
Just wondering.
Yeah. Well then.
Popularized by Get Red, of course. The dualies.
Yeah, he did love them for a bit. Doesn't seem like he indulges himself too often these days, but we'll see if he brings it back this event.
Device with a chance here. That's a sick shot. Cold, get out, swats him away.
Yeah, that aggressive orb is so high risk. If you do put it off and get the first pick, it can be so beneficial. And now he's going to actually force the terrorists to try and get a repick here. They're going to be going towards the upper platform. The Device has repositioned himself, waiting for this pick to come in. Presumably a flash will be coming in through that window area before Taco faces. But not going to be happening just yet. They actually have committed all 4 players towards the B side now. They have got utility, 4 smokes and a Molotov, but let's see what the next move is. Zipex is going to be backing up Device as well.
Here comes a smoke on lower ramp, so you
Perfect,
think,
right?
it's a little bit deep, so they can actually run through that, and they'll have vision when they land on the other side. It's the one scary part. Zipex, though, that Molotov, yeah, that helps a little bit. That's going to slow things down for sure. And now Astralis should know, with all the utility that's used, that this is a definite possibility. You can see they've cheated 1 rotate over. Yeah. Still plenty of people outside as well. Zipmix doing damage through the smoke. And there's Cajun B. This is going to be so tough for Luminosity.
Problem is with Luminosity as well. They've got no presence on the map elsewhere. They have no idea what's coming in the back. They're fully committed at this stage. Have to just go for it. And 7X trying to get the chance plant down. And it does work out. So at least they get something out of this round.
Yeah, the bonus 800.
It was pretty horrible. But Device going aggressive towards that lower ramp area. Gets one, like I said. And once you have for people who don't understand that concept, if you don't have any presence on the map whatsoever, you have no idea whether a player is pushed up towards Pop Dog or T-Spawn. It's just not worth at that stage to try and fall back and potentially run into an easy frag for the CTs. You might as well try and use the man pair while you have it before the CTs rotate over and take that chance. Obviously, didn't really work out for Luminosity that time.
It could have. It was the Molotov that Zipnix has that slows it down, just that extra timing to get that third player from Astralis over and just really, really set up a strong defense.
Well, and this is a force buy from Luminosity, so that bomb plan has tempted them into Tech9's Galil's.
Well, the good news is with all the money they built up, they've been buying through this losing bonus with a couple plants as well, so they can keep the pressure on Astralis at least.
There we go, then round number 14. It's going to be the smoke swords outside. Looking like they're maybe...
It's a fake, I think.
A fake. Yes, it's all a ruse. Is it going to be the inside split from Connector?
Oh, this is so beautiful if this works. Oh, this is so beautiful. It's only one player. Zipnix is about to be so surprised that he gets dropped. Luminosity first going to stay aggressive at the choke point, trying to delay this, and this is where those Tech9s are really, really scary. Dupree does drop him. The bomb is going to get planted, and it's not as effective as it looked like it could have been. But that's a nice flashbang. Taco gets an easy kill. He gets traded off.
Yeah, well, now the terrorists have 2 Galils and an HE grenade to hold off 3 very angry Danes. And the problem is they have got the double AWPs here. Now it's just 2 AWPs and no rifle remaining. That's Cajun dropping. So they actually have the advantage, though, I'd say, considering the situation. It's going to be the pistol that does find Carrigan the kill, but it's going to be him to try and finish things off here. I think that's a fake defuse coming in. And doesn't look like Paul will be taking the bait, and he actually gets the kill as well. So that actually works out, Moses. It's a very roller coaster of a round, but you know what? It pays off in the end. So Luminosity, for anyone who didn't really see what was going on there, they did the smokes towards the outside area, trying to sell a fake that it's we're going towards outside, we're taking a vision away. But they're actually just trying to get 2 players towards that connector area. They're trying to set them up a little like tunnel almost out of smokes. And with flashbangs coming in, they split towards that inside side. And you saw Zipex there stuck between a rock and a hard place. He had to look between connector and lower ramp as well. Got completely wrecked by the Tech9s as they came in. And the thing is, the double AWP setup really didn't work out for Astralis. The retake on that site with those AWPs. This works this time, though, as I go into this one. It's going to be the double AWPs actually wrecking this round. Device and Carrigan finding kills respectively. And it's going to be a 5-on-3 in their favor. And the Terrorists now with it all to play for on round number 15. Yeah,
it's savagery with these ops on the Astralis side. 3 kills for them to open this round up. Cold is going to try and make his way around the smoke. Spots one. Doesn't land the shot. That one's a nice onto Carrigan. But Device, it's still a 4-on-2. Astralis just has to be careful not to give up too many kills to Cold. He's trying to find some isolated players just to walk into his crosshair. All the meanwhile, though, Zipnix has a flank going on, and this would be huge. If Taco wins this battle, that would be so difficult for Astralis to deal with, but it's not going to happen. Taco's looking towards the ladder as he comes out, so it's all on Cold. He has the bomb.
Okay.
There's a nice kill.
Yeah, still a lot of work to do here, unfortunately, as he does get the first one, gives his position away, of course. So flashbang's coming in, and now he's got time to work with, but this would be an absolute throw from Astralis. They can give him an opportunity to find the next frag, make him plant, and then strike him together, or just stand in the open and hope for the best as KGB gets taken down. And now we go into a 2 versus 1 situation. He actually has got a chance to make something happen.
If he had hit that, it would have been insane. A couple near misses for Cold, but it's going to be a 9-6 half, a very, very back and forth. Well, it was a pretty dominant area for Luminosity to start, right after the pistol round, and then where they rattle off 5 of 6, and then to end it, it's the same situation for Astralis. They regain control and rattle off 5 of 6. So,
game of 3 seconds for sure. Yeah, so Astralis coming out on top towards the end. That run of 4 rounds they had, and they're winning the last as well. Gave them 5-1 in the last 6 rounds. And it looks like we will go into a quick break. So just to reiterate, it's Astralis in the 3rd map here. Loser is going home. They go into the advantage in the 2nd half. 9-6 as they go to the Terrorist side. But we're going to go for a very quick break here and leave you some highlights.
and welcome back to the last half of this series that we're going to have here. One of these guys is going home, as we mentioned a couple times. Astralis or Luminosity is not going to be making the trip to London.
What a shame. You got Leicester. Leicester's good, but London, now that's a city. That's where you want to be, Moses. Have you been before?
I have never been to London. I'm excited.
That's my hometown. So
stomping grounds?
Yeah, we're going to see some sights there. I'm going to show you some things you've never seen before, in more ways than one. So look out for that.
Oh, good, good. I feel like all the dangerous stuff I've already seen before. So
yeah, you've seen most of it, but when I'm in my natural environment, that's when it goes next level. So we'll see what happens there. But it looks like we are going to the second half. It's going to be Astralis on the T side now. And it was an interesting approach from Luminosity. You remember, they actually went into the 5 sets of armor on train, which is very unheard of, I have to say.
Yeah, this is in this second half. This is going to be a huge battle here. This is going to be tough for Astralis. At least we don't have to be as curious because Kerrigan has smoke flash, so we might be able to have a little bit of an indication of what's coming. And actually, it looks like it's going to be a smoke and a flash for Ivy because it's going to be a 4-man rush. This is old school stuff.
Yeah, they wanted to just go backtracks here and the swarm towards that CD spawn area. Occasionally gets the first kill. It's at the Fallen now with a double kill. Looking for the third here. Gets away somehow. Amazing response from him. Looking for more here as Dupree takes down his teammate in the form of FNX. Now a 3-on-3 of Fallen. Still wants to find frags here, but you know what? I think he's done enough work. Took so much aggro away from his teammate coming in CT spawn. They've actually managed to shut this down. The idea from Astralis there was smoke off to the right and then the swarm towards the CT spawn area and potentially backstabbing towards the inside site. And you can see that's what Kerrigan had in mind. He was going to be coming down the lower ramp as they were doing that. And
by all rights, it should have worked if not for the drive-by of Fallen.
That was
And now
sick.
look, there's even a flank coming in. Cold is wrapping around, but unfortunately he's going to go towards the inner bomb site. I think Device heard him, yeah.
So now he's got a chance. He's got the bomb here in hand, so he doesn't want to rush the situation. He still has a minute to play with, and obviously Coldzera has no idea, but he's got a great position. This is... the
hunter has become the hunted, Henry.
Well, let's see whether Device can capitalize. There it is. Simple procedure. Executes him in the most brutal fashion. Sorry, that was a bit dramatic. But, you know, got to build these things up. 2-on-2 now. And now Fallen with that low HP has already found 2 kills around. He's got the kit, and they will just be turtling up towards Connector and outside.
The bummer is that it's all on Device, right? He's the only one with HP on these last year remaining members, and he has no clue. Fallen is just going to win this round by pure movement. His positioning right now is impeccable, and it's going to be a free kill onto Kerrigan. And now Device has nothing to do with make sure he gets that ball. He found the kill. He couldn't transfer over. He thought Taco was coming from above, but you could see the idea was there. The possibility was there.
Every little bit of utility counts here. Get the kits, get the upgraded pistols, see what you can salvage. But yeah, like he said, Fallen just wins that round, hands down. It should have worked really nicely. It's got a simple approach from Astralis. They had Kerrigan. Oh, hello. It was actually Zipex doing a little bit of team damage there. What the point I want to make is Kerrigan's getting towards main entrance. He's smoking towards the right-hand side from the T point of view of Sallex there, and they're trying to rush towards the backtracks and just stay as a 5-man unit and just completely swarm the CTs there. But a ridiculous round from Fallen. He comes around and gets 2 kills. They're all jumping all over the place. Somehow managed to stay alive as well. And great movement, great teamwork, decent synergy.
They got a little bit. They did get a little bit spread out. It seemed like Dupree was trying to chase down Fallen. He was like, "I've been battling this guy for so long, and I can't let him get away with what he did." And he falls.
To me and my friends, it was too much. But of course, Astralis going to be buying up AKs in the next round. But they do find a kill here. Occasionally, with the Desert Eagle, takes down Fur. He only had the MP9. There's a decent response there. HG grenade comes in from FNX. Still a 4-on-4. They will be picking up a Desert Eagle. There it is. And seeing with a Dupree, one of the better players with the Eagle in Europe. I'd say Nico's probably the best, but Dupree's up there.
Yeah, I don't think that's too much of an argument. Yeah, and Cajun passing that over to the higher HP player, so we'll have to see how he can do this. And it's a pretty centralized setup out of Luminosity. 1 up in the balcony on the outer yard, 1 in the connector, and 1 towards the inner site. So Fallen's going to have an easy rotate no matter where they go, and same with that third player. Is pretty centralized to the rotation point on this map.
There we go then. Well, in terms of options, they are limited for Astralis. Just hoping someone can find the next Desert Eagle headshot, but they're going to be bum rushing down towards that lower ramp and hoping Taco misses out on the spray here. I don't see it happening. I think he could get all 3 kills there.
Yeah, that is the one option they have, is get a Deagle headshot onto Taco and see what comes. And there's the first, there's the second, and your profit, maybe. Nope.
Oh, come on. Give me a... I was so close. It was 4 HP on Kerrigan. Please. Okay, declated. Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Does that on Pop Dog?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if it was intended.
Well, to deny them $300.
Yeah. What did you say? Every little bit counts?
Yeah, pretty deep mind games if he's going for that one, guys. I've got to deny the 300. And how much does it cost when you die in this game? It's not a team kill, so when you kill yourself.
I don't think it costs anything.
So that's pretty sick. Maybe that is that deep mind game. Just deny the $300.
Kerrigan.
But it's the case. I thought it was like something redundant, like $200 or something, if you get curious. So I'm not sure. That's something I didn't really look into in the rulebook.
No, I'm pretty sure it's just I think the loss of pride is enough.
Fair enough. Well then, we are 9-8, and this is the buy coming in from Astralis. Still, in terms of the weaponry, I'd say they have a slight advantage. You can see a UMP and a scout for the CTs, and they have got the 5 smokes here. Let's see what they decide to do going into this next one. It's going to be Coldzera committed heavily towards the IV position, but he smoked it out, giving himself some time, just some shots towards the server, just in case there is a boost.
Here's the tough part for Astralis, is at times we see utility used over towards Ivy, even towards the box halls, towards the inner bomb site, to allow terrorist teams to get into good positions to execute from there, to push back defenses and gain map control.
Yeah.
There's not enough on the Astralis side to really do that. They don't have a whole lot of nades to do something like that. They essentially have to save most of these for any kind of execute they want to do, because they're setting up for a pinch onto this outer site with 2 alley, 2 coming down ladder, and 1 coming out mid.
He's got the bomb as well. It's going to be Carrigan. Still have 4 smokes here, so they're trying to just see if we can get the CTs to show anything, just to find some little bit of information, just to bait them out. Looks like Zipex will be baiting towards inside with Dupree, seeing if they can keep 2 players out. We're just working for now. Taco and Fur towards inside, and 3 turtle together on the outside bomb site. So you'd assume this is almost the last play coming in. Astralis setting themselves up for some outside smokes. I'm going to guess that's where the bomb coming in, as they seem to have left the inside side as well now, so they will be committing to this. When the smokes come over, that's the game up, and you assume that the rotation will come in from the CTs now.
Oh, Dupree taking a lot of damage, but he has to get out to support his team. There's only 2 smokes there. It's not that smoke-heavy execute that we saw Luminosity do. Cold's holding back Ivy. There's some damage from the scout as well. Luminosity very happy to give up this plant as long as they do this kind of damage. Now they just have to sustain. There's a swarm on the site. That's Kerrigan, who can't get anything done. Doesn't even do much damage. Cajun responds. But, I mean, these terrorists are so softened up. This flank from Fur could be huge. Dupree's got a huge job to do. And actually, I mean, they've got Zipmix, who's got to watch this flank at some point, but too many of his teammates are dying, and that's going to be an easy kill coming on the ladder for Fur. And now you can get them. Now you can see him get the hype.
Yep, they're back. It was a little bit of a lull in the shouting, but it's back for sure now, as Luminosity do tie things up in 9-9. And they're just so disciplined in those situations. No one's forcing it. No one's actually giving anything away and like dropping a frag without anything in return. They're making sure they've got perfect positions there and have opportunities to refrag coming into it. So Astralis do get the bomb down pretty uncontested, but like you said, so much damage being done with the grenades, and this, the scout coming in as well, and it's tagging them in the crossfires. And it's just a really nice retake there. Very difficult to perform that elegantly, but they managed to pull it off.
But you can see the thought. They didn't really feel like they had. They saved the UMP. They had the scout as well, so they were just saying, you know, we don't have what it takes to stop this, so we'll just let it come in. We're going to do some damage as they enter the bomb site, but we're going to let them have that plant, maybe get some kills over towards Ivy, and then we'll just set up for that retake, and it works perfectly.
It's a massive round for them to win as well. As we go into number 19, it's going to be pistols. There's PT50s and 1 Deagle here, and no utility once again. They are committing 4 players towards the inside side. You can see 1 towards Ivy in the form of Carrigan. He's just trying to sell something here, but I'm not buying it. Whatever it is. He's just going to be trying to distract and keep some players towards side alley. It's not going to be working out too well for them. They're going to try and rush down inside round, maybe towards upper as well. As we go into the next round, it's going to be, well, the next phase of the round, I wanted to say. I got distracted by Pansy coming over there, but, you know.
Just being a team player, offering us drinks. Cajun, he's going to try and offer up a deagle shot. He's going to land the first one, but the aim punch is a bit too much. And yeah, there's been, oh, Kerrigan, okay. This could be a little sketchy now that Device gets that kill. Kerrigan finds one outside. Cold does fall, almost gets a second. Had the opportunity on FNX, but the unfortunate part is with these kills, they haven't been able to salvage any guns, and Taco's still here, just clotheslining Device. Now he's dinked. He's got to be forced away. Dupree does find him down into a 2-on-2. This advanced positioning, this could catch a couple or 1 Luminosity player off guard. This is a really, really sick spot for Dupree to be in.
Let's see what he can do with this one. Has got that PT50 very close, like you said. This kill's going to be huge, but it's fallen to shut him down. 2 versus 1 now. Zipex with a godlike clutch required if he's going to pull this one off. Just with a PT50, not enough flashbang. Bomb is ticking away though. Oh, that's actually a pretty cool movement from him. This actually makes it a little bit interesting.
Oh God, do they know he's here? They're both going to swing one. That's the first kill. Can he get the second? No. Fallen holds on.
Of course. And he's got the kit as well, and will be defusing. So, although Astralis had nothing really to work with there, it's actually the play from Carrigan, which you said probably wasn't going to amount to too much. He actually finds some decent positioning, finds a kill towards outside, and makes it a lot more uncomfortable for the CTs. They drop 4 weapons there. Yeah,
it is a nice kill for Kerrigan, but it's the kill from Device that really allows it to happen, because that pulls the attention away just enough on that outer bomb site.
Just as he's doing it, yeah.
Yep.
Well, now it's a double orb setup for Luminosity. Money still being established here, even after losing so many players, but we'll see how this one works out for them. Of course, Device back on the orb himself, and once again, nothing really separating this team. Just 10-9, still all to play for here.
And this could be brutal if they decide to try and take over box halls. There it is. There's the peak device. He was watching for it, and he unscopes for just a moment, and Cold punishes it.
This is the beauty of the double orb setup, though. You have one kind of turreting towards outside and this dynamic orb in the form of Cold Zero this time. Tons of information gained. If you don't find a kill towards inside, if you can leave him there with no one facing him, that's such a strong position to be in. That was a problem that G2 were having earlier on against Luminosity. Once Cold Zero got set up like that, they couldn't really figure out how to break that down and stop 4 players from being outside. They adjusted and started molotoving that position at the start of every single round. That was the perfect counter at that stage.
Difficult times for Astralis, down 9-10, down 4-on-5 in terms of players in this round. The more smokes on the Luminosity side, just flashbangs and a nade to work with, but they're not going to mind that because they've got 2 AWPs to work with.
Indeed.
Those can thin the herd as Astralis makes their way. We've already seen it as Device fell.
Well then, what's the next move here from Astralis?
It looks like they have 2 players inside that kind of want to either try and get a kill or just pressure this.
We've got Dupree with the bomb and Cajun with him as well. They're towards main entrance, so maybe just trying to take some vision away from the CT tier, sell some sort of a fade. Looks like Zipex will be committing by himself, so they are trying to sell, but it's not going to work out as he gets dropped straight away. There's a reaction coming from FNX as well. They've got this pop dog room on complete lockdown. Dupree coming from main now. Cajun gets a first kill. Dupree chiming in as well. 3-on-2. Still have the plan and only 15 seconds remaining, so Fallen, easy kill, surely, but the flashbang takes him out of the equation. Now they are going to be trying to force it, but there it is. Cajun drops, and this is the round over, just under the train. Spots his little feet there and takes him down. Like that one?
You know what they say about guys with little feet, huh?
Yeah. Well, he did his little, little booties beneath the train.
Velcro, of course.
Of course. Force it, but there it is. Oh, my voice says it's the round over, just under the train. Spots his little feet there and takes him down. His little feet.
Why not?
Oh, I'm glad they got that back in there.
I am so happy they put that in.
This is me.
It made the round, really. It pulled it all together.
Just if anyone's wondering why I'm losing my mind, I have got back from Korea about 48 hours ago. The time zone for me currently is about 7 in the morning. So, you know, I'm doing my best. But sometimes my mind will wander into uncharted territories like that one.
It will be another bye, at least for the Astralis side. The op is going to be passed over to Device. But they've got to start getting on the board, and they've got to do it quickly because some of the monies start building up on the LG side. You can see Taco with 6,100, Cold with 3,500. And they've got to, I mean, they just need, flat out, they just need to start putting rounds on the board. This is going to start getting away from them very, very quickly if they can't.
Well, yeah, it's currently 5-0 for Luminosity on the second half, looking very strong indeed, winning. The bomb's gone down 3 times as well, been lots of clutch situations, and it's just Luminosity coming out on top, and there's retakes every single time. Looking like a very well-oiled machine right now. As we go into round number 21. The buy is okay for Astralis. You can see, like I said, it's bomb going down and maximum loss bonus as well.
The tough part, the tough part is because they have the maximum loss bonus, which is, I mean, not great, but at least you have that much money, but you need to get plants down if you want everything you need. There's an opening kill from Device. That's huge. Fur responds onto Cajun. Dupree wants to push forward, but he can't, so he's going to have to pop flash himself through the smoke. But he doesn't go for Fur, actually. Fur is completely blind, and he's fortunate that Dupree did not continue forward.
There we go then, 4-on-4 situation. Astralis have got control of the outside side as well. We can see Dupree there just waiting behind the smoke, seeing if he can find anyone here, but it's Device. It gets the drop on towards Fallen. Something to work with here now, but they still have to deal with FNX. He's on the bomb site, just negating all the terrorists on the side. That's a very decent play from Dupree as he finds Fur, and now surely they can get this round. It's a 4-on-2. Still need to find the plan, but don't need to rush this situation. Don't need to get the bomb down. Just try and make sure you're keeping players alive and wait for the CD to make the mistakes. There it is. Device drops FNX, and that's going to be the round over at this point. Playing very well here. That's a great round, especially from Device. He gets 4 kills and just locking it down. They didn't have to force himself into unfavorable situations and force a risky bomb plant. Just get the frags in your favor and making sure you're actually working together and holding each other's angles.
I think Luminosity has a really tough decision to make here. 2 players, one 1,400, one 1,700. They're going to have to drop weapons over, so this could deplete them. Or no, they're just going to drop an op over to Fallen. Okay, so this is kind of that half measure. They drop the op over, they invest in some pistols. So they don't currently use everything they have, but like you said earlier, Fallen with the AWP can win them rounds all by himself, and he's going to go for it.
Do not try this at home, kids, but that's going to be working out for Fallen. He pushes towards Ivy and gets that first kill on towards Cajun. Going to be struggling here. He's burning away, and it's Dupree that comes out on top. Very well reacted there, so they wanted to shut him down as quickly as possible there. Don't let him get away. As soon as he repositions himself, it becomes even more dangerous, but he does find the first kill, but the man advantage is still firmly in favor of Astralis.
Oh, Device, that's no good. That's a scary play for Device, yeah.
Bit of a stinker, was it? I could feel it. I didn't see it.
Oh, no. Fur. Zipnik's the trigger control. He's waiting. Now he picks up the AK-47. Now he's got a beautiful angle, but the aim punch is too unfortunate. And Device survived his Survived his stinker, as you so eloquently put it.
Survived the stinker. Well, 3-on-2 now. It's going to be surely Astralis winning the round. As I said, though, Taco finds one. There it is. Device. He's had a great series so far and is hitting everything in front of him, apart from that one, of course. And it's going to be FNX who is going to be the last player, 2-on-1. And there it is. He finishes things off. It's 11-11. And for whatever reason, you have to make a wish when that scoreline comes in, Moses. So if you had one wish, what would it be right now?
Oh, I would wish that Liquid had beat MIP.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Just don't want to. It's just so devastating, isn't it? Like, you got to feel bad for the guys.
Well, we'll work on that. I'm not sure that will be coming true, but, you know, we'll do it.
Probably not. Probably not. Either way, 11-11.
Okay, the force buy, yeah.
The wish aside, yeah.
Oh, no, it's actually not too much. It's just, okay, I didn't see the armor there. So they're just going for another quasi-buy, as you would say, with the CZs and Max 7s and the Scout. It's going to be Astralis lighting the scoreboard up here. Zipex and Device coming in first and just taking control of the round. Once again, don't have to commit once you find these kills. You don't have to rush. You know you've got the advantage in terms of the manpower and the firepower. But FNX comes in and finds a lonely Zipex there above Pop Dog.
Yeah, Fallen now's got to try and man this down. And he's not going to be able to do it for now. Astralis, they seem convincing in these last few rounds. First, the 4-kill from Device has got them started on a 3-round streak. It's been mostly against pistols. They had one, and that was Fallen with that AWP that Dupree was able to neutralize very, very well. But these last 3 rounds, Astralis has not had an issue. Look at the bank that they've built up. They can sustain losses. They can lose a round and still be able to buy. This is huge now for Luminosity.
The money is okay for Luminosity in terms of the buy. They have this round, but it's still everyone going down to about $0 here. So if you're very careful going forward, it's a fast play coming in from the Danes here. Molotovs towards the side alley there, and now it's going to be Fallen boosting up. See if he can find his first pick. A lot of pressure towards his way now. Stuck on the ladder. Cajun B finds a first frag towards FNX, and they've got control of the outside side once again. To come down to Fallen though, he's obviously the biggest scalp to take it, and will he be stepping up? Of course he will. Takes down Dupree.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. Dupree makes that peak. Cajun has no HP. That would have been a better one. And he's still being aggressive. Fallen's still going for this. And they're so scared to move forward. Oh, no. His little feet.
The little booties. They'll come back and get you. And it's going to be the Molotov, forcing Fallen out of position here. So he had got vision of the terrorist, and we're going to see how this one works out for him. He hit the 1-minute mark, and Astralis still with control of the outside bomb site. Devices is waiting for a CT player to be caught out of position towards our backtracks area. I think this is the right move to make. Surely someone's going to adjust himself, and it's going to be coldzera, presumably, as he is just watching towards Ivy. Could be a little bit too up front, but let's see what Device can do here. I
like this from Astralis. Let your big time, let your superstar make the play. Device slowly working up. Cajun's working with him. They're staying very measured, progressing up these lanes. Fallen's got to spot this out. He sees one. He finds that kill. There's no response on it yet either, and he adjusts perfectly. Of course, Fallen using this train so perfectly to isolate one-on-ones, and he's still alive. He could even get more, but Kerrigan eventually hunts him down. They do have this outer bomb site, but it's slowly being pinched upon.
Absolutely. And now it's 25 seconds. The bomb will be planted. It's going to be Device and Kerrigan in another clutch situation here, but the man disadvantage going against him. We've got 12-11. This is a huge round, and it'll actually break the economy of Luminosity. They can win this. There's the first kill. Device takes it down from E-Box, and Kerrigan does spot from Connector, but he gets flanked from coldzera. Surely Device can't win this one. In a difficult position. They know where he is, but he has got flashbangs to work with.
Doesn't want to use them, and he's going to lose that battle. Cold gets aggressive.
I thought, considering the situation, I thought a little flashbang there, make it uncomfortable for the CTs, but I guess one of those situations, you don't want to be caught with nades in your hand when you know CTs around you. Can be a very embarrassing way to die, but there it is. That was a big round for Astralis. Had they won that 3-on-2 situation, that would actually been devastating for the CT money, but it's Fallen, like he said, the movement, the awareness, just everything about him is locking on.
I mean, even just staying alive through most of that is huge at the bomb train, preventing Astralis from really taking over that bomb site. So now, again, we mentioned before that round, Astralis built up significant amounts of money in that 3-round streak, so they're able to buy very, very healthy into this round.
It's going to have a fast play towards the main entrance here. It's going to be Device covering them up as they do throw their Molotovs and smokes towards the outside side, but it's Fur going aggressive. Does get taken down, so now they have got the pick. They are to be making their way out here, and it's Fallen once again in this position. We know he can do so much damage here. Blind, of course, takes them down. They drop the bomb as well as FNX comes in. I have no idea how Fallen pulled that off.
How does he do that?
Every time.
How do you beat that Device? You've got to be the one. Take him out now. There it is. Finds it through the wall. Thank God.
But still a 3-on-3, so just Device and Cajun B are low. That's the problem. Lots of time to play with here.
And this angle is so devastating. Cold, feeling no pressure from Ivy. He is double-checking it periodically. So it is going to come down a little bit to timing, but there's no smoke to block this off. There's a couple Molotovs they could use, flashbangs as well, but look at how patiently Luminosity is playing this. No one really being exposed too much, and this is smart from Astralis. They have plenty of time. 1 minute just passing the clock, and Cajun is going to come this way. They know this is a possibility. They want to get a new angle on this attack. It's all going to come down to timing with Cold and Cajun.
There we go then. So plenty of time to work. And like you said, Cold Zero is checking that angle periodically. Does find the drop on towards Cajun and give them the man advantage as well. Bomb going to be down on the site as well, so Device does need to be the one stepping up here, looking for that next kill. He has found 2 already here and wants to add to his total as we hit the 30-second mark. The CT's not giving anything away, though. They know he needs to plan, and they're forcing him to make the next move.
Well, also Luminosity, Taco and FNX have gone so passive because Cold is repositioning all the way back towards T mid. He's trying to catch him completely off guard, and he might just do it, but they're saying you're going to be the next one to try and make this play. And Zipnix doesn't expect it whatsoever. Cold is going to have a huge impact here. Zipnix looks like he twitches back just to check. It's not coming, though, so difficult for Astralis in this situation. There's a hit shot from Device,
nice.
All on Zipnix, and he's not prepared for it. What a play from Cold.
Yeah, that was so sick from Cold. But did you see the way that those CTs are operating there? They're happy for someone to die towards the connector there. They know someone's there to get the refract straight away. As soon as the shot's fired at the AWP, he's fainting. There's no way he can possibly take a second shot. There's not enough time. He drops him, and like you said, Cold Zero is waiting patiently for his chance to show. He's got low HP, waits for the aggro to come towards those 2 guys and gets the final kill there. It's another big round for Luminosity to win. It's 13-12. Such a back and forth affair, but it's 2 in a row now for the Brazilians. We're going to round number 26. The money is starting to dwindle now for Astralis. They have got the AWP, and it's a Gilo and a Tech 9 and 2 AKs to back him up. You can see Device with a lack of utility here, but he has been so phenomenal. He's currently on 32 frags, Moses, so he's having another great game here. Definitely not choking against some of the top teams. Phenomenal series from Device as a whole in these 3 maps.
Yeah, this has been incredible out of him, this series. Tough, though, for Astralis, because what do you do here? You've had these outside executes, these very aggressive, very slow-paced, aggressive tactics towards outside, and you've gotten to post-plant situations. You've gotten it down into 2-on-2s and 2-on-3s and 3-on-3s. So it's working. You just can't close these rounds out. Do you go away from that?
Not really. If you're getting down to those clutch situations, that's just down to the individual skill and like the brain power of the players coming in those situations. It's not like the round approach went horribly wrong. It's just one of those things. Sometimes in Counter-Strike you have to kill people. It's as simple as that. But here we go then, the double AWP setup once again for Luminosity. Round number 26, getting to the business end now, where it all could collapse for Astralis if they were to lose this round, almost certainly in eco if they did. And they're edging towards the inside side. But once again, the bomb and Cajun towards outside. So they are going to be doing outside smokes here. I'm just interested to see what the approach is as Device edges down towards Pop Dog.
Could this be their own attempted split towards the...
I don't think so, considering the bomb's in main.
Yep, it is going to come out. So Dupree is just going to be highly aggressive. He could be able to find one here, and he gets the shots he wants, but he can't get the kill. Counter-Strike, like you said, a game where sometimes it just comes down to the kills you can get. Kerrigan is burning as he gets this bomb down. Look how weak all the Astralis members are, and that was their highest HP member. Device falls. Fur on this flank is going to be able to mop everyone up. Fallen. Kerrigan has some troubles killing him. There's Cajun, but it's down to a 3-on-1, and they know exactly where Kerrigan is. He's in connector. They're all facing this way, and he can do nothing but save that AK.
That's all he really can do. And so they'll go into the next round. So what are they on right now? So they'll get $2,400 plus the bomb bonus. They will have a buy here, but it's like $3,300 on Zipex. Device, similar money as well. So they could get 3 AKs and 2 Tech 9s. I still think that's probably worth the buy considering the scoreline right now. Need to take a bit of a gamble with the YOLO play, and it's going to be exactly that. So they actually, okay, so they had more money than I thought they did. Did they save? Oh, they saved an AK, right? So that's how it balances out a little bit. So Kerrigan was able to drop one.
But no AWP on Device, which he's had for a while, and that's been the big impact weapon that we've seen him with. That's the round he got those 4 kills with it that really started them on a win streak. That's the round where he's been opening up this outer yard. And this is a little bit of a fake this time, but Fallen's going to sniff it out. He peeks, he spots the bomb. Now he's going to try and fall away. Molotov could help out. But actually, Astralis is just going to relinquish pressure towards the center bomb site. They're going to say, you spotted us out too early. We'll reassess.
Let's see what they can do. Astralis now with very little utility. But Cajun B has made his way out towards A main. Slowly edging his way toward position, but it's going to be further. Look at this, just watching towards Pop Dog ready. But this double face, this is kind of interesting. Looking towards the trains, but it's not going to work out. They get dinked in the process. Now going to be retreating that nade, though. That's surely... Oh, okay. I thought that was going to work out. That would have been kind of sick.
If he had done that, it's just... If you're Astralis, you got to just be like, good game.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
Well, they're swapping over. That's the Gilo given to Device, obviously taking down a 6 HP, so it does make sense for them to swap that over. Looks like an inside take potentially coming in here. Cajun's still on the outside, just working it, just listening out, see if he can find something out of this. And Kerrigan towards Ivy as well, looking for the push.
Yeah, but this is an attempted fake out of Astralis towards the inner bomb site to try and get someone to get pulled away, and it's not working. LG hasn't moved, and the trouble now becomes That was their only smoke. Xyp9x has one flashbang. They've got to win gunfights, and that's a good start. Dupree finds a headshot onto Fur.
The problem is FNX right there as well. Does give in a way a little bit of a shot there, but let's see where we can find the next kill. It's going to be very important. It's Dupree that capitalizes. 5-on-3 now. Finally something working out for Astralis. This should be a round going in their favor. The problem is Cold Zero as well. He's waiting on the site. If he can deny the plant, he can do some absolutely huge work here. He won't be able to do that, but he does get the kill on towards Dupree. So still signs of life here for the Brazilians. They are rotating in now. Been so good on these retakes, and it looks like they're trying to do that once again. Falling, getting the shot on towards Carrigan. This is falling apart now for Astralis. Need to hold on. 3-on-2. Device very low HP indeed. Doesn't have that orb like you said. Bombs ticking away, and it's the CTs just swarming it now. And they're going to be doing the fake defuse, and Device can't really do much of this. He gets dropped, and now it's just going to be Cajun B. Dead now, of course. And he gets taken down. That was a huge round for Astralis. He had the advantage. First 2 kills going in their favor as Dupree that found both of them. And the retakes once again is too strong.
It's a 3-on-5. And it does, I mean, it's beautiful from Cold, who just stays alive at the back of that bomb train. And he has plenty of time, plenty of opportunities to try and make a play in that situation, but he waits until he has his teammate there. Waits until his teammate arrives at the bomb site to make that play and get that opening kill because his teammate's covering the other angle. And it's a little bit unfortunate. Astralis, like with some of these buys, you can see even this time they don't have a lot of utility. So even when they get in and have success, they don't have smokes to block off choke points. They don't have things to slow down this retake or to get aggressive on the retake.
It's actually been 4 diffusers in a row now. 4 retakes from Luminosity. Some really great rounds here. Fur going aggressive. Does get taken down for his trouble though. He got the drop on Xyp9x, but still a 4-on-4. A lot of time to play with this, so Astralis needs to be very careful. Of course, 1 round going in favour of the Brazilians does send Astralis packing here, so if they do make a single mistake, they are going home. It's the group stages for them. They won't be coming to us to London. So all on the line now.
Look at this positioning from Taco is going to be so brutal towards the end. He's pushed up towards inner. If they hit outside, he's going to have such a fast flank. He has that option. And look at this. They've lost a player. They're trying to gain information. They're trying to find out what's coming. So Fallen's pushed up towards Ivy. Cold is there as well. The only danger is this. I mean, because they have that intel now and because Taco is so far pushed up, it almost feels like they should have an idea that something's going to be coming out of Terrace mid. Because Taco sees and hears absolutely nothing.
Time ticking away now. 45-second mark. Astralis with 2 smokes remaining. And it's just down to Device looking for that next frag. They are edging their way out to it. We can see Taco coming in the back. It's falling to find the first frag. They're getting pinted right now. The bomb yet to actually make its way towards the site. And it's going to be Device finding the next frag. There's still something to work with here. But there's come the rotation. And they are aware of it. So 2-on-2 still. And still possibility here for Astralis to stay alive.
Fallen is making that, or excuse me, it's going to be Cold who's making that very same play. Wrapping around from Ivy all the way back towards T mid. Where are these post-plant positions going to come into play? Device has no armor. He's got to hit this opening shot, and this is a really sick off angle. I don't know if Cold is going to be prepared for it.
What?
But FNX saves him from behind.
That's sick.
That is so unfortunate.
See the chemistry there? Have you seen those 2 guys? It's like he didn't face until his teammate checked it out for him.
Yeah, that's so dirty. FNX beautifully done, and now it's all on Cajun in this 1-on-2 to save the tournament life of Astralis. Playing towards hell, towards the green train. Here's the click on the defuse, and he's going to peek out. He's going to get that kill. Oh, that was very nearly done it. But he should be able to win this one out. Doesn't look like Cold's going to be going for it. He's not dedicated. So Astralis are going to stay alive, but they lose all 5 members. They have nothing to bring forward into this next round. The money is still not strong. No op this time, which again, Device, at least he has 2 kills that round with it. So where are they going to find those?
Still not great for the CTs though, you know. They've only got about 2,500 on the remaining. Taco can drop a weapon. Cold Zero has saved an AK. We've got a pause coming in. It's a timeout for the CT, so Luminosity taking this now. And round number 29 has gone the full distance here. This has been a best of 3. If you've missed the beginning section of this game, where have you been? It's been an absolute barn burner, as you Americans would say, Moses.
Do we say barn burner? Is that
I think Scoot says it, and I've just started saying it for some reason.
Scoots, I mean, that's like a saying from the 30s. I don't know that.
A saying from the 30s. I heard him say it a couple of times, and it sounded funny to me, so I kind of kept saying it.
Yeah, it is a little bit funny.
Well then.
Either way, I mean, you're exactly right. The money is not great for the CT side. That's what we're saying. This is a Luminosity tactical pause so they can figure out exactly what they want to do because they're buying into this. Fallen's going to have an AWP. Cold's going to have an AK. Shotgun on Taco. Famos on FNX. First wasn't bought, but if they lose this round, next round they're going to be basically just on pistols. And
Indeed.
that could allow Astralis to force
overtime is looming.